This backward flight through colliding galaxies and expanding nebulae illustrates the physical universe, a volume of space far outside human experience. To navigate a landscape this large, our minds default to compartmentalization. We slice the cosmos into manageable categories, solar systems, asteroid belts, and planets, to make sense of the vastness. Many scientific models follow this same logic, treating the cosmos as a collection of disconnected parts that occupy the same vacuum. Yet viewing reality as a scattered puzzle leads to a difficult philosophical question. Perceived fragmentation might simply be a byproduct of how we process information, rather than a property of the universe itself. A specific verse from the Genesis of the Maya universe offers an alternative. The Sanskrit reads, Yasmat sarvamidam prapancharachitam maya jagat jayate. In Hindi, it translates to, Jisse is samburn maya mein jagat, or is prapanch ki utpatti hoti hai. It identifies a single origin for the entire illusionary world and its complex structure. This line redefines the cosmos as a continuous, deliberate projection originating from a singular source. This illustrates the state of existence prior to physical manifestation. We begin with a black void, where a single white vector dot fades into the center. In the context of the verse, this point is Yasmat, or the source. It represents a formless origin point. Existence requires a blank canvas before any structure can emerge. This source acts as the foundational state of rest that permits motion to occur. This origin is the absolute precondition for all cosmic geometry and physical matter. How does a singular, formless void transition into the complexity we see in the night sky? The answer lies in prapancha, the five-fold structural manifestation of the universe. As space, time, and energy expand, they follow a deliberate architectural weaving, forming a geometric wireframe sphere. Within this framework, physical matter emerges at the intersecting nodes, populating the grid with thousands of data points. Prapancha functions as a scaffolding. By weaving these threads into a dense fabric, the structure creates the appearance of solid objects and vast distances. This brings us to the final layer described in the verse, the concept of Maya. Maya is often misunderstood to mean that the physical world is fake or has no substance. In this context, it describes a dependent and transient reality, a surface that constantly shifts and changes form over time. The function of Maya is to act as a cosmic play, where surface movement draws our attention away from the silent source underneath. To see these concepts work together, consider a mechanical metaphor, a single beam of light entering a rotating prism. The initial white beam represents the source, Yasmat. The prism, the scaffolding of prapancha, shatters that light into a spectrum of overlapping colors. This fragmented output is Maya. When we look at the world, we focus on the individual colors in the spectrum. Seeing the whole requires us to trace them back to the single beam they originated from. This applies to the individual observer. We often identify as a single, separate frequency within the spectrum, distinct from the light around us. However, because every color in the spectrum consists entirely of the original light, the distinction between the parts and the source is one of perspective. Each component of the cosmos is the singular source experiencing its own projection.